everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Have you ever heard of karate combat? No? Yes? Maybe? Well, I'm glad you're here because I'm going to take you through what karate combat is and how I feel it's transforming the landscape of traditional companies, traditional businesses, and applying real-world use cases for its digital token. Now remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm never going to tell you to buy, sell, hold. Do your own due diligence and conduct your own research before getting involved in any crypto project. Like any of the videos I provide, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. It's a small click for you, but it's a big deal for me. We're going to talk about karate combat. Karate Combat is the world's premier full-contact striking league, blending excitement of live-action, full-contact karate with immersive CGI environments, which is really cool. Of course, powered by the Epic Games, Unreal Gaming, and Virtual Production Engine. Olympic medalists and national champions from around the world are just some of the elite black belts invited to compete. What makes Karate Combat have one of the most realistic, viable use cases in the cryptocurrency blockchain space? One of the things that really makes Karate Combat unique, amongst many things, is the fact of their ring or their pit. As you can see, it's not a regular flat ring or stage or anything along those lines. This has walls, and those walls can be utilized by the fighters, and that makes it really interesting because when you're tired and you're just kind of going through it, if you're pushed up or kicked up against the wall, it's using a lot of energy to kind of work yourself off of it. Furthermore, it really gives that impact like, hey, I've got to watch out for obstacles. There's a wall here, there's a corner there. I've never seen a ring like this. So this is a really cool approach to add to what Karate Combat is doing. Now we have some amazing fighters who are actually ambassadors for the Combat Karate League. Of course, Boss Rutan, George St. Pierre, Lyoto Machado, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. So they have quite the pedigree. I remember watching Boss Rutan when he was starting out way back in the 90s, and of course, George St. Pierre. The cool thing about Karate Combat is, of course, they've been around since, about 2018. They just created last year a digital currency or digital token called Karate. And you are able to vote for your fighters through the Karate Combat app or through a mechanism called Up-Only Gaming. Now, Up-Only Gaming essentially is where you vote on your fighters. If they win, then you win a certain amount of tokens, all right, of karate tokens. However, if you lose, if your fighter does not win, none of your tokens get removed from your wallet. Now, speaking of wallets, Karate Combat basically is powered off the Hedera network. You can, if you have a Hashpack wallet, you can get karate. You can store karate there. Of course, we know that Karate Combat has a major sponsor with Hedera. Brave Browser is also a sponsor. You have your Karate Combat app. Karate Combat really is paving the way for traditional businesses to get involved in a crypto blockchain economy and providing true governance and a whole bunch of other benefits. So you can be a part of the Karate Combat community. Download the app, and I'll put links in the description box below for you to download the app. I want to spend some time on this because league governance. Now, league governance essentially is where you can vote on proposals, rule changes. You can create proposals yourself to be voted on. This is where I really feel that one of the main reasons that Karate Combat is setting themselves apart and showing how a traditional company, in this case Combat Sports, can really integrate cryptocurrency blockchain technology into its business model. By having this governance, the community basically owns the the league. They make decisions on proposals. They can create proposals. They vote. If that vote carries, then that gets implemented. We just had a situation where a 5-second rule was removed, and there's constantly proposals coming in. Now we have the up-only gaming mechanism. And in a nutshell, we talked about it already. So up-only gaming is where you have the opportunity to earn more karate tokens. We use the word vote, all right? So it's not so much betting. I'm not betting. I'm voting for my fighters. Because when you bet something, in my mind, it's like, okay, if I bet something, if I lose, then I'm going to lose out. So I'm betting that the person's going to win, because if not, I'm going to lose something. With up-only gaming, you're not. You're not losing anything. If you have a fighter and you have a match and that fighter loses, of course, we talked about this just a few moments ago, you're not losing any of your tokens. Nothing ever gets removed from your wallet. However, if you win, depending on how much you're voting, how much tokens you're allocating per fight, and you can adjust that. It'll do it automatically, or you can do it yourself. That also determines how much tokens you will win. Karate Combat will maybe give you more. Like for Karate Combat number 43, they gave everyone 500 karate tokens. If you took part in Karate Combat 43 and you voted for your fighters, they gave you 500 tokens. I don't know any crypto project or any project that'll do that. I think that really helps build transparency. It helps trust, and just a really cool model that I think everyone can get on board, because now you're not losing anything. We have a token gated communities. We have open IP licensing. You pick your fighters and vote on matchups. Now you don't have to. If you just want to hold and you want to hodl, then put it on a wallet. Put it on a cold wallet such as Tangem. And if you are looking for a cold wallet, use my code Dojo. It's in the description box below. Go to tangem.com and you'll get 10% off a crypto wallet. It's a cold wallet, 3-card storage. You can't go wrong. Check them out. And this basically shows us what the total supply of the karate token is. Circulating supply. Now you're probably thinking, wow, that's a total supply. There's 110 billion, but there's only circulating. Well, there's a reason for that. See here where the tokens are allocated, what they're earmarked for, and you can see the unlock schedule and issuance. If you're believing in the project and you're seeing its true potential, we haven't even touched it yet. This really, to me, is not necessarily a big thing for me. You have the opportunity to go back and you can see all these fights, because they're free to watch. It's not pay-per-view. You don't have to worry about shelling out all kinds of money. You can go on karate.com, YouTube, Facebook. It gives you the idea, and then you have independent people who stream. I stream the events because I also like talking about it and giving like a deeper commentary than the commentators might, because they have to move on quickly. They have to keep everyone engaged, where when I'm doing a live stream, I can actually spend more time. I can linger on a certain thing, like maybe why the fighter did this, or really elaborate and make it easy for those who do not know anything about martial arts or combat sports to understand. These are the proposals. Should 5-second rule be banned or get rid of? So you get a chance to actually see what's being proposed. You can actually vote on that as well. We own the league, essentially. Now, there's a president, of course, and you got to have that kind of infrastructure in place, but it's set up in effect where whatever we agree on and it's going to make sense for the league, then it'll get done. All right. So let's come over here to CoinMarketCap and take a look at the Karate Combat token. This essentially powers the Karate Combat ecosystem. It's how fighters can get paid. It's distributed to fans. It's distributed to holders. And if you look at the price, this guy's is like half a cent. And yeah, it's down, but everything is down. This, I think, once we really hit into the bull cycle, and I haven't done a price potential for this, I will. Again, my main focus is not so much on the token itself, it's on the use case. It's on how Karate Combat is utilizing the Karate token to leverage themselves to be a leader in, I'm going to put it in here, to like a Web3 gaming space. Why not? Where can I actually get Karate Combat? You can see right from here where you can go. You can, again, buy it right in the app. It just shows you all the different ways that you can purchase Karate token. Why was Karate Combat developed or created in the first place? Look, UFC has been around since the early 90s. I remember when it first came into existence. It was amazing. It was great. And then it sort of morphed. One of the reasons that I think that Karate Combat is doing so well and is growing exponentially is the fact that they are creating or recreating the excitement of stand-up striking. Now, if you do jiu-jitsu, unless you are a student of jiu-jitsu and you're training in it or whatever, if you're just someone who's just watching casually, seeing someone on the ground or two people on the ground for 20 minutes, it can be a little bit underwhelming for you. However, when you're showing standing, punch, kicks, knees, strikes, all these things, and having that be very dynamic, it's really exciting, which is one of the reasons why Karate Combat became into existence, is they wanted to bring back the excitement and the value of the stand-up striking combat arts. And quite honestly, I've watched several Karate Combats, and I love it because I see Taekwondo people getting there. You get people who are boxing. You're getting people who were in the UFC, fighters who are from the UFC involved. Because I also think it may be for longevity reasons, they may have a longer career in a Karate Combat than another combat league. Also, with Karate Combat, in this last event we had, they're vying for contracts. I'm seeing spinning wheel kicks. I'm seeing spinning back fists. I'm seeing a lot of techniques that, quite honestly, because you don't have to worry about the takedown per se. There's a lot of things that you can just focus on standing up and striking. Now, there is limited ground fighting. There is some limited ground fighting, but it's nowhere near as extensive as what you see now in like other combat leagues. So this is also very appealing to me because I love stand-up. I love the ground. I love it all. But just something about having two people go toe-to-toe, punching and kicking and just rocking it out, that is really appealing to me. So I'm hoping that I'm giving you a good foundation to go check out Karate Combat. I would highly recommend joining their Discord, going on their official channels. Go to I'll put all the links in the description box below. Go to their YouTube channel. Watch some of their earlier fights. They broadcast them. They have them all up. I hope you guys got some value from this video. I hope it gave you a lot more information. I feel very bullish on Karate Combat because they are not just a crypto project trying to find a use case in the real world. This is a real world combat league implementing a crypto into their ecosystem. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps.